Example 3, still on construction of triangles, the question reads that a plot of land is in the form of a triangle PQR, where QR is given as 11 meters, line PR is said to be 9 meters, and PRQ, angle PRQ is said to be 60 degrees. They use a scale of 1 meter to 0.5 centimeter to construct the plot. We should also find line QP and the perpendicular distance from vertex P to line QR. Just like I said in the previous example, when solving questions like this that have to do with construction, you should first of all have a sketch of your question, and thereafter you then use your instrument to construct them to scale. So we are going to have a sketch of this question that will guide us in constructing the given triangles. So the question says a plot of land is in the form of a triangle. So let this be the triangle PQR. Let this be triangle PQR. This is the triangle PQR. That line QR is given to be 11 meters. So this is side QR, which is 11 meters. Also, from the question, we have it that side PR is 9 meters. So this is side PR. PR is given to be 9 meters. And angle PRQ is 60 degrees. So this is PRQ. This is said to be 60 degrees. Now we should use a scale of 1 meter to 0.5 centimeters to construct the plot. Meaning, on our scale, every 1 meter on the land represents 0.5 centimeters on the graph. So what I'm going to do is that in my construction, I'm going to divide every millimeter by 0.5 centimeters. Okay, rather, I would prefer to use 1 meter to represent 1 centimeters. So let me use a scale of 1 meter to represent 1 centimeters, because since I'm working on the board, if I'm to use 1 to 0.5, it's going to make my sketch or my construction very small. So the question says when we are done constructing, we should find side QP. So let's call this side QP to be X, and the perpendicular distance from vertex P to QR. So we are going to find a perpendicular distance by bisecting angle P, and this should be able to give us our distance. Let's call it Y. So this is what the question actually wants us to do. Kindly like my videos as you watch, while I recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so, and also follow me on Facebook at my lesson teacher. Also turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. You can also use the comment section to interact with me on areas that are still difficult for you to understand. While I recommend you share the link with your friends and families so that they can also benefit from our daily classes. So we shall now construct this based on what we have sketched. In order for us to construct this, we are going to make use of your ruler, which I'm going to use this 30 centimeter ruler, and as well as my compass. So this is what I'll be using to construct my triangle. All right, so we are going to first of all construct line PR. Remember how to construct a given line? We said you draw a line, just draw a straight line, I'm going to extend it. Okay, pick a point. Let's call that point P. Is it P or Q? Okay, that's point Q. So this is our point Q. We are going to get our QR, and our QR is said to be 11 centimeters. I think so. Yes, 11 meters. So I'm going to use 11 centimeters to represent that. So how do I get that? Let me adjust my compass. So you ensure that the edge of the pencil coincides with the other leg. And once that is done, you then place your rule. You have to extend your compass so that it gives you 11 centimeters, since you are using 1 meter 1 to 1. So this is going to be, the first leg is going to be at mark 0, while you extend this to 11. Okay, once you get that, you have to take it back. So let me tighten it a bit so it doesn't exceed 11. So I need to tighten it a bit until it gets to 11. Okay, so I have gotten my 11 meters and I've tightened my compass such that it doesn't move. So with point Q as center, I'm going to construct the arc. So this is center Q. So this is point R. So this is said to be my point R. Now, if you go back, this is 11 meters. Now, what we need to do next is, we have gotten line QR to be 11 meters. Now, we need to construct angle 60 degrees on R so that we can get point PR, which is given to be 9 meters. So we shall go to R with R as center. Let's construct 60 degrees. And how do we construct angle 60 degrees? For us to construct angle 60 degrees, we said with R as center, you pick any convenient radius, you construct a semicircle. So this is going to be my semicircle. This you ensure. Okay. Now, I'm not going to alter the radius that I have used. So this is said to be, let me call this point A and point B. This is point A and point B. Now, for me to construct angle 60 degrees towards A with that same radius and A as center, you construct an arc to cut across the semicircle. So that point where the arc touches the semicircle gives you the angle 60 degrees. So let me call it point C. So I'm going to join point R and C together. So you take your rule and then you draw a straight line. So in order for me to draw that straight line, let me take it down a bit. Okay, so I'll confirm that the 2 points are intersecting. I'll draw a straight line, but while doing this, you should ensure that it is a thin line. A thin line because the line, not all the parts of the line will be needed in your construction. So remember, we said line PR is said to be 9 meters. So I'm going to measure 9 meters with my rule, which is equivalent to 9 centimeters because I'm using a scale of 1 to 1. That is to say, 1 centimeters on my construction represents 1 meters on the graph. So I'm going to measure 9 meters. So I have to reduce it because it's more than 9. So I've gotten 9 meters. So what do I do with it? With R as center, I'm going to identify point P because we have it that RP is said to be 9. So with R as center, you construct an arc this way, and that gives me my point P. So this is point P. I'm going to join PQ. And when you measure PR, you discover that it is 9 meters. So join PQ, confirm that right there. So this is going to be a thin line. Okay, so this is said to be my point P. Now, I have been able to construct this. So we have to measure line PQ, and PQ is given to be X. So you can either use your divider to get it, or you use your ruler to measure that point. So with P on mark 0, I have it that from my own construction, it is said to be 10.2. So this is given as 10.2 meters. Okay, this is said to be 9 meters. Now, the question also say that we should construct a perpendicular from P to QR. So how do we construct a perpendicular on P? P is an angle, so I'm going to bisect that angle into 2 equal parts. So how do we do that? Pick any suitable radius with P as center. With P as center, you draw an arc to cut across these 2 lines. My line is said to be too deep, too thick, so I'm going to reduce the pen mark. So let me get a lighter stroke. Okay, so what do we do? Call this point D. Let me call this D, and this point E, such that with D as center and with any radius greater than half line DE, you construct an arc. So with D as center, I'll construct an arc this way below, and with E as center, I will do same, construct an arc this way. Call that point F. Now I will then join line PF together, and that gives me the required perpendicular line. So I will join line PF So you draw a straight line. So this is the required perpendicular, and this gives you 90 degrees. So this is what we are asked to construct. And the question says we should find QP and the perpendicular distance from vertex P to QR. So we are going to measure it to get our value for Y. So with your rule, you measure the distance, and I have it to be 7.8. So my vertex Y is said to be 7.8 meters. So I have X to be 10.2 meters, and my Y is said to be 7.8 meters. So this is how you can construct a given triangle. Kindly like my videos as you watch, while I recommend that you subscribe to my channel if you are yet to do so. Also, you can follow me on Facebook at my lesson teacher, as well as on TikTok. Also, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified whenever a new video is being uploaded. While we recommend that you use the comment section to interact with me on areas that are still difficult for you to understand. I also recommend that you share the link with your friends and families so that they can also benefit from our daily classes. Thank you, and see you in our next class, where we shall take more exercises on construction of triangles. Bye.